Hey, this is Red Band coming to you live from the Road Famous Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 2. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
What? Holy shit, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday evening for you. A rare Tuesday edition of Kill Tony. Happy to be preceding the great other Comedy Store show known as Roast Battle. Happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys? This is like a real live show in here. Yeah. Speaking of live show, you guys that are live here in the audience are part of episode 91, which is basically the first live streaming Kill Tony ever.
And HD.
You guys are double live. There are people around the world that can hear your laughs and your reactions, so thank you for being here. Yeah. This is very exciting. We've always wanted it this way, a new sound system, a new streaming live show out of an old historical club like the Comedy Store. And as of right now, it's bumping. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, and just to note that there's going to be two versions of Kill Tony, at least for a while. What you're watching online, the live streaming one, that's just so you guys get a taste. You get, so you get your episode the day it comes out. But then we also are going to be releasing a 4K version of Kill Tony with better sound, better video, about a week to 2 weeks after. So it's going to be a whole different new thing. But if you
higher quality,
live,
higher quality for all you listeners that I got to meet another group this week in Vegas.
Yeah, we have 110 people watching right now.
Wow.
110 people.
We are over capacity of the fire hazard of the belly room. And I just tweeted it, so it maybe more people will be joining us. So let's do it. It's fun. We have it again. We have one sponsor only. Her name's Ellis Lane. She cooks us a meal every week. She's at the Girl with the Pan on Facebook and Instagram. She's Ellis Lane on Twitter. Tonight she made us grilled chicken caprese sandwiches. I had some weird tofu thing. It was good.
It's great, except my hands have oil all over them now.
Well, you pretend like that's anything different from your usual creepy self.
Right.
Guys, it's a live show, and anything could happen. Like, normally we would have cut that beginning part of banter out completely, but no, you saw it. It just happened. We talked about Brian's greasy hands for a second too long. Guys, every week lately we've had a musical guest, and some of you guys that are here in the actual room got to hear him earlier because he plays while the audience gets sad. He puts on his own little cool concert here, because why not? While people are seating, have a live show already going on. He's one of my favorite artists that I came across in 2014, one of my favorite new musical guests. Put your hands together for the great Pat Reagan, everybody. With a brand new song every week. Kill Tony exclusive, the musical work of Pat Reagan.
Hey, guys. The audience, I don't think is very happy to see me, Tony. I think they're like, you already did your part on the show. Because as Tony was saying, I warmed it up. Here's a song, though. You guys want to hear a fucked up song? All right, here's a fucked up song. It goes like this. The mic's a little hot. Oh, is my guitar on? Uh-oh.
Josh. Fuck yeah, super live.
Yeah, super live. All right.
Super duper live show.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Please to God. Yeah. Here's my song. Sorry for the aggression. Walking down the street, it all seems beautiful to me. I stand up straight and seem to walk a little faster. Going to the shop and making talk with Mrs. Locke. You know, she's got the happy face of a disaster. Yes, and everyone smiles and waves at me, and I wave and smile back. But there's one thing that they don't know. I've got a gun in my backpack. 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 If they only knew, they'd probably shit their pants. Oh, 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 make a stinky, stinky doo-doo pie. Oh, 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 but they're unaware of the real circumstance. I've got a gun in my backpack, a fucking gun in my backpack. I stole it from a dead man, and now it's in my red backpack. Nobody knows I got a gun in my backpack. Nobody sees I got a gun in my backpack. I'm walking down the sidewalk with a smile and a gun in my backpack. A loaded gun in my backpack. An ounce of weed in my backpack. Backpack, a bag of jizz in my backpack.
Pat Reagan!
Thank you.
With another brand new song that we've never heard before. Super live, streaming. He's on Twitter at Patty Reagan. And buy his album, Pat Reagan is a Piece of Shit. Pat Reagan Smells Like Shit. That's available on iTunes and Spotify for free.
And check out him and Jeremiah Watkins. You might know him from Thunder Push. He did a great video for Funny or Die or something like that. It was really great.
Yeah.
The drug video. Video.
Yeah,
Really
they're hilarious, and we're very excited about Pat Reagan's new Kill Tony presence.
Yeah.
Guys, every single week on this show, we have a head of security. Normally, it's a young rising comic coming through the ranks who is a head of security for us, keeps us safe, and asks questions, tries to learn with the rest of us. This week, we have our most credited patriot of all time. He's actually a Kill Tony super regular guest, a Death Squad powerhouse, one of the most credited comedians we know and get to work with, one of my very best and funniest friends. Put your hands together for the great Brody Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, our best patriot ever. Chelsea Lately, Hangover, Hangover 2, Due Date. Enjoy it on Comedy Central, his own Comedy Central half-hour special. You got it. Push and Believe. And then present, yes, live in the flesh. You've seen him on everything. Comedy Central, HBO, HBO Go.
I'm here, check 2.
There he is, live in the flesh. He's our patriot.
Excited to be a part of the first online show. You know, Tony, I have HD also. I finally got HD.
You did?
Yeah, heart disease.
You did it again. Brody's already on fire. Have a seat.
It's great to be playing the role of Iron Patriot when I've worked with Iron Man. Due Date, you got it. Robert Downey Jr., opening scene.
Oh, yeah, you were in that.
Yeah, thanks for not applauding, people. How do you want me to sit?
What about after the opening scene? What happened after that?
I went home. It was after that.
Yeah. Did you come back or anything?
No, I was one and done.
Oh, okay.
I do one scene and I get out.
I love it.
You know, that's how I do it. And I'm excited here. Hello, Internet. Hello, High Definition. I'm excited. Welcome to Us Stream.
You could probably just turn off your little microphone thing. You don't really need to wear it if you're screaming into the microphone. Yeah.
So I'm getting yelled at for screaming after I did 2 hours of professional audience warm-up today in front of 150 people.
That's right.
So I come in here and I am up maybe 2 percentage points than I normally am. And I get beat down. You don't do that to me.
Brody's got a little bit of a soft side for such a rugged patriot.
Yeah.
Brody, I'm really excited to have you on. You're talking about your 2 hours of crowd warm-up that you did on At Midnight today.
Yeah, I've been fired up recently. You know, people don't see the dark underbelly of show business and what it takes to make an Emmy-nominated television show. You got it, At Midnight. Nothing. Great.
I love it. Well, Brody.
I'm excited to see the fresh crop of talent.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to work with your 2 guests.
Me
and
too.
It's always an honor to be here with Tony Hinchcliffe and Red Band. Let's
That's
do it.
right. Here we go. Every week we have 2.
Josh, just unplug that microphone. That's ridiculous.
Every week we have 2 new guests come on,
Wait.
and Yes.
Say one thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here being positive.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm being a good sport.
Uh-huh.
But let's keep, you know, the headpiece in. I'm doing this. Let's be nice to me.
No. But the headpiece goes to a speaker that's on your kneecap.
Right.
So they can't hear any of that. 'Cause
Well, why am I doing that? Why?
So this is just what it is, man. Grind. You know, you funny. You just funny without bits. Look at you.
Huh? Is the couch that you're sleeping on?
I didn't hear him.
Is the couch that you're sleeping on in the kitchen of the place that you're sleeping? Like, why are you losing so much sleep over the thought of food? What is it? Like, do you really fucking sweat when you think of, like, eggs and shit?
I mean,
Why do you keep on adjusting the microphone?
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
for the last
nervous,
10 minutes.
man.
I-
Well, the
you-
microphone doesn't go as tall as me, but no. When it comes down to, you think I'm gonna get laid?
Jesus, this guy's like a giant 7-year-old. A giant 7-year-old lesbian. That's what you are. It's unbelievable.
It's Fortune's brother.
Yeah. It's less fortunate Beamster right there. Fuck yeah. That's a home run.
When you know you're not gonna get laid by anybody who's worth laying, you just go fucking eat everything you can.
Look, man, you gotta change that attitude.
Yeah.
There's women out here fuck everybody.
Yeah, for
Boom shakalaka get pussy. I know you can get some pussy.
Go get it, Michael. That's Michael Perkinson going to get some pussy now.
Mike.
Michael!
Is this your real Twitter handle? Is this your Twitter handle now, Michael? This thing you wrote here?
Yep.
Okay,
I
follow
think
him
I
on
just
Twitter.
got Michael Parkinson's disease.
Whoa, look at that. He went for
Classic
it.
bit. Waited.
Follow Michael
delivered.
Perkinson on Twitter at Gerber Baby Grown Up. So
But I
fun.
called him the Campbell Soup Kid. So that's
Yeah.
The grown-up version of the Campbell Soup Boy.
I've called him a lesbian all 3 times that he's been on. Works every time because he really does. He looks like a giant
He's
lesbian.
happy. He's a happy guy.
Looks like that one that if you played softball and she was on the mound, you'd be like, oh fuck.
Oh.
This is that one that fucking throws the
I guess-
thunder like a
She
103
She throws
mile an hour.
overhand. Yeah. Bertha's just throwing
You got
fastballs.
a side arm, underarm.
Oh shit! All right, here's another new name that sounds like they haven't been on before. Put your hands together for Peter Barrera.
Oh, shit.
I don't see Peter Barrera, and so that means he just got blacklisted. Brody, make some funny noises.
How dare you? With this Peter guy, he got nervous. He thought I was going to go after him. But that's what makes you a tougher comedian.
There you go.
Michael, thank you very much. Who picked you up? Access Paratransit?
Oh, there you go.
You got it. The new Uber.
Nailed it. Fuck yeah. So
Yeah, let's do it.
your next comedian goes by the name of Eric Carter. We know this guy. Hillbilly. This guy is a real hillbilly from the South. He just fell down the stairs and immediately picked himself up because he's from the South. Eric Carter, everybody.
Oh man, it's great to be out here, but I nearly fucked up earlier. I wanted to feel like I'm living in a big city, so I didn't drive. I took the metro, and I went to Highland. Instead of going west, I went east, and I noticed like the Hall of Fame, the Walk of Fame dropped off, and then I looked up, and I said, Little Armenia. I'm like, man, shit, this ain't Beverly Hills. But I just walked in here, huffing and puffing, and thank you. But just moved out here New Year's Eve, moved from the South. It's fun being a Southerner, but people give you a lot of hell. People always assume that I'm a racist based on my accent. That ain't true. I have a friend that's black. He got caught in the fire 2 years ago, and he's still pretty burned up. Oh. But for the past few months, I've been working on oil rigs. And if you think I'm a piece of shit, you should see my operator out there. This guy had too many felons to be a Marine. He proudly bragged.
Jesus Christ, Eric, what'd you do?
Dude, I literally just walked in. I mean, like, I'm still
So why
walking.
did we have to know about that? That took 30 seconds off your time just doing that. 30 seconds.
And then you did a joke about, are you saying that your only black friend is a white guy who got in a fire a couple years ago? Is that what you
He's
said?
1 out of 3.
Wow, you went for it, huh?
Yeah.
He's 1 out of 3. Were the other 2 white burn victims as well?
Right. The other one has frostbite of the entire
No,
body,
they're black.
and the other one.
No, they're legit black guys.
Has no lamps.
They use oil. They're legit black
They
guys.
use our oil.
Oh, okay. You work
So,
on an oil rig.
so the. So are your black friends, or could one say that your black friends are some riggers?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
That is whoa.
Why did you
that.
think of that?
Yeah.
You should have wrote that down while that
Right.
fire was happening.
So Eric, you're from the South. You're flustered.
I just walked.
Where'd you walk from? Why are you?
I got off at Highland and I walked the opposite direction for 5 blocks, and then I saw the 101. I said shit, and it was like 7:40, and I walked basically 4 fucking miles, huffing and puffing.
Why'd you keep walking? Why didn't you take a bus or something?
I don't like buses.
What about a lift? That would have been $3.
Why didn't you jump off that bridge?
The 101, baby. Even if you survive the landing, a car's gonna hit you any second.
But it would have been way funnier than what you did up here.
Yeah.
That was bullshit.
Yeah.
I was excited for your material initially because it was a great bit. Like, oh shit, I walked the wrong way on Highland. I got to Little Armenia, and little Mark Ellis, who likes a happy ending, is like, oh shit, here comes a punchline, and then you just went into your first joke, and I'm like, wait, that was like half your set. Was just the setup to why you're on stage, and there was no joke.
As a Southerner, I like the accent. I like it.
Is it real?
Yeah,
Yeah. He put 2 syllables in oil. That's some.
What part of the South are you from?
Mississippi.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that checks
part.
out.
That
Yeah.
part.
So when did you see your first black person?
3 years ago.
Really? Holy shit.
So y'all ain't got no TVs down there?
Black and white.
They still show up as black, like.
But they still don't show them as black on the black and white TV.
On those black and white ones, they're still
Ain't
white.
no black programming on black and white TV.
Oh my God, Eric.
They think the Simpsons Mexicans.
So you were on an oil rig for a few months. What's that like?
It's hell, especially up in North Dakota. 6 inches of snow, below 20 degrees.
So like, what do you do? How many hours a day are you working out
12
there?
to 18.
Right, and then what do you do after work? Just go to sleep and do it again.
Yeah.
That's all there is to do. So what would you do for fun while on the oil rig? Because you were out here for a while. You got a taste of the Hollywood life, and then all of a sudden you're on an oil rig in North Dakota, deep in snow. What'd you do to entertain yourself?
Well, they set us up in nice cabins, so if I was off, I'll just
A nice cabin to you, what's that? Like a
Famous
outhouse,
trailer.
a job day John, one of those fucking, like, what do you consider a nice cabin?
That was a double wide trailer.
Right,
That's
fuck
nice.
yeah.
He has them when I was-
Exactly double the size of a trailer that you're normally used to.
So, did you have any prostitutes out there?
Oh, it was like the Wild West. There were a bunch of them, but I stayed away from them. STD's really high in that area, higher than Hollywood.
Have you ever gotten an STD?
Bullshit.
Look
you
it up.
ever-
Look, Google Blue Waffle.
I heard it. I saw that.
What's a blue
Don't
waffle?
put an image in my head. Blue waffle disease.
Oh, shit.
What the hell's
Google
a
blue waffle disease.
My tour pusher told me to
That had
Google
nothing
it,
to
and
do
it's
with
really
anything.
high in North Dakota.
That's not a real thing.
Yes, it is.
No, blue waffle is not a real disease. That just
Yes, it
looked
is.
like a blue waffle, and somebody called it blue
I hear
waffle.
Megasha Jackson saying, yes, it is, and by the look of her lips, she knows about blue waffles.
Yeah.
If there's blue waffles happening, Megasha Jackson knows about it. Eric, have you ever been with a black woman before?
Yes, I have.
What was that like?
Ooh, look how intense his
Right,
eyes was.
exactly.
That shit.
I've had 3 of them.
Did she know
What?
she was with you?
Yeah, shit. Sisters love me.
Yeah, I
No,
believe that.
shut the fuck
believe
up.
that, yeah,
3
yeah.
sisters?
No, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
As soon as
sisters.
he found out,
I
I
thought he was saying that all 3 black women that he hooked up with were sisters. I forgot that they called themselves sisters. I thought people were actually
He
buying.
just went
that
from
for-
room to room to
Right.
room in a house. Like,
Yeah.
can I get your grandma too?
Eric, tell us about being with a black woman.
Yeah,
what was
your
that like?
experience? How was it to see that nappy, like that hair for the first time, that patch of like pubic hair?
Well, I was fortunate to have these shaved.
These,
These shaved.
these shade, these.
Not they shaved. You said these shaved.
Yeah.
As in, no, like, they're not even human beings, is like what you're saying. These shaved. That's like saying this bucket shaved. Like, it's like you can't believe that they would do that themselves.
I missed this shit.
He says it right, exactly. It's just so natural. He doesn't even know what's wrong. Look at it. He doesn't even see what could possibly be wrong with it.
It's like you're describing the ordering experience on Amazon. Like, you're just like, nah, I'll go non-shaved. I don't want to deal with that shit.
No, they had pretty asses. They were shaved. And,
wow. Dude, there's a black guy right behind you who's going crazy right now.
Right.
Hey, you ate that pussy, didn't you?
one of them I did. I didn't eat the other two.
Why not?
The first one you tried. And
well, the other two, they were so damn worn out after I thrusted it to them. You know.
Wow, yeah.
I think Jimmy locked that pussy. I thought Jimmy threw that pussy. They were so...
What was your favorite thing about being with a black woman that you don't get when you're normally with white men?
It's going to sound kind of crazy, but I like that coconut smell. Like black girls have good sense. Oils.
Oils.
It all comes back to the oils. We just Megacious sales just went up again.
This oil totally drowns out the smell of blue waffle. This stuff right here.
And racism.
No, it doesn't do that. Doesn't do that. No, not that strong.
It's the smell of coconuts that you
like.
It's
yeah, I get it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What's the longest relationship you ever been in? Have you ever been serious about a young lady?
Just a year.
Yeah.
I travel a lot, so I'm never in one place for too long.
Oh, you a player. Look at you.
You're a walking Allman Brothers song. You just keep moving from oil rig to oil rig. And now you're here. How long are you going to be here before you go back to rigging?
I guess whenever I run out of money.
Do you have a date yet? Do you have a prognostication as to when that's going to be?
No, actually, I just got a serving job over at City Walk at a Mexican restaurant.
Hola, how you doing?
Oh my God.
Me llamo.
Hey, Mexican women love
Well,
it
you
too.
want some kind of burrito or something? I like the tacos Bel Grande.
These cooks speak English back there. These cooks speak English.
Try the blue nachos.
Yeah. Can you tell us the restaurant? Can you give us a little pitch? What would be if you came up to us as a table? What would be your opening line?
I haven't started yet. I just filled out my W-2s, but
is it Camacho's?
Yes.
I've been to City Walk.
You just
10 or 20 times.
You just guessed the restaurant? Holy shit!
Camacho's. It's right there. It's next to they got an IMAX.
I've worked at Mexican restaurants before.
I bet you have.
One in Dana Point, one in Waco, Texas.
He busted the place.
So give us your opening line. What's it gonna be? Talking to the mic.
How are y'all doing today? Y'all welcome to Camacho's.
Let's go to another restaurant. Let's get out of here. Eric Carter, there he goes, everybody. He's on Twitter at CallMeEC. Anything else for Eric? What do you guys think?
I'm upset when he was serving. He skipped me. He said he went over me.
He didn't look at you at all.
He knows where his tip's coming from. Come on, Byron.
We got a different water fountain for your friend.
You know, guys, I was saying we're talking about oil, and Mark's a big football fan. There was a football player who was really into oil. He was on the Redskins. John Riggins.
Diesel.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Guys, I knew you wouldn't get that joke, but assume when I say something and then I'm done, then you laugh. That's called a joke, and that's why I hang out with Major League Baseball players and whoever I want to, because I'm positive energy, and I look for the funny.
Hey, Brody, there was a pitcher that was really into oil, too. Do you remember him?
Oil Cam Boyd.
Wow.
Right? Thank you. Got it. Why did I get that? Ask me something not about sports.
Eric Carter's on Twitter at CallMeEC. That was Eric Carter, everybody.
Eric Carter, everybody.
What'd you think?
Yes.
What'd you think of Eric, Brody? What's the Brody report on a Southern boy like that?
I worked at Red Robin. I understand what he's going through. I like how he put down his coasters. That's his table. They'll check back after 2 bites or 2 minutes. Those are the rules. Always keep the water, always filling up water. You're going to do good there at Camacho. Is it Hector Camacho's? Is that who owns it? Yeah. Hector Macho Man Camacho?
Yeah.
Macho.
Do you guys read newspapers or anything at all? Because I'm throwing out basic stuff and I'm getting zero.
I pulled another name out of the bucket.
Go ahead. I'm going to start getting sexual, all right? That's where we're going next. because that's what you sickos respond to.
Jesus,
Start
Brody, you are
masturbating.
all right, bro. You know it's a good live show when Brody starts threatening to masturbate. I pulled another name out of the bucket. We know this young man. He just had his head shaved on this show a couple weeks ago, so you know he's going to be hilarious. Put your hands together for Kenny Lyon, everybody. There he is.
I got straight A's in school, straight absences. I'm going to Sunday school. They're teaching me how to scoop ice cream from the Holy Book of Banana Splits. I'll give time back.
What?
He's offering to give time back to the show so other people can use it.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. Say the banana splits one again.
I'm attending Sunday school. They're teaching me how to scoop ice cream from the Holy Book of Banana Splits.
Michael Perkinson's just clapping because you said banana splits. I love it. So you come in with all the confidence in the world. You know, a show where you only have to perform.
I love Kill Tony. Thank you, Death Squad. I love
wait,
it.
Kenny. Just stick with me. Over here, buddy.
This guy got a sponsor.
Just relax, Kenny. Just take it all in, okay? You did 13 seconds now.
He on his way.
Now, did you come out here with the intention of just doing 13 seconds? Like, if you get picked, you're like, I'm going to do the one thing about the A's and the absences, and then that joke about banana splits that makes no sense whatsoever. But I'm going to sell the dog shit out of it and just go, I'm giving my time back. Like, you thought, like, was that the plan the whole time?
That and now this, talking.
Well, yeah, well, I know this is the part of the show where we do that, but I'm talking about during your set.
You know.
You just felt that in the moment?
Yeah, I did those two. I opened with those two jokes all of yesterday. I hit 4 mics. I did last bookstore.
Now, at the other mics, did you do more time than the 13 seconds? Or at those mics, did you just drop the mic afterwards and walk out? Like, I'm going to give the rest of you y'all time. Like that.
Nah.
Whatever that beautiful line was that you said. Now, how do you feel now with the new shaved head? You had a big hair of dreadlocks.
Do you like it better?
I love it. My job loves it. Actually, my job, my boss is Jay Thomas. He was Sam Kinnison's old manager.
This guy gives more shout-outs than, like, 106 Jams. It's unbelievable. Like, next one goes out to Megasha Jackson, my sweet love.
If you didn't know, he had long hair last week, and he had a knot or a cocoon's nest in it that was just dead hair, and it looked like he had a bump.
Yeah, what you need to know about Kenny Lyon is that he smokes pot constantly. Like, he's a really big freeloader of pot, and he just stands around anywhere around the Comedy Store where he thinks people are smoking pot, and he'll just join you if you start smoking pot. That's just exactly what he does. And so he's trying to clean up his life a bit, so he got rid of this disgusting, matted, wormy-looking dreadlock that he had. He shaved his head on this show for an astounding 3 minutes of complete silence. It was a total failure. I never should have booked it that way. And so now, Kenny, this is what's happening. What's the job that you work at?
I'm an usher at the Dolby Theater.
You're an usher at a theater.
They do the Academy Awards there.
Wow,
Oh, that's cool.
Did they recognize you when you came back to work after you had shaved your head?
No. They thought that they were doing a
They're like, that guy, he
concert.
kind of looks like that guy we fired last week.
Hey-o.
Kenny, did you get to work the Academy Awards?
Yeah.
What
3
was
years
that
now.
like?
Yeah, man, it's the best, man. It's the best.
3 years in a row you've been working there?
I try to hook up with chicks, the whole thing, man.
How does that work out for you?
I kind of got close because, I'm right there guarding the door. So
Wow.
they're like, can
Do you have
I
any
let 'em
hot
in?
gossip?
Yeah, what'd you see at the Academy Awards?
It's all old popcorn.
Did anybody did any like hot starlets try to have sex with you? Was anybody like, oh shit, Manny?
No,
I want to fuck Manny Pacquiao with leukemia.
Hey-o.
You can't just hi-oh really great jokes, Kenny. That doesn't. That's
You
not
can't hi-oh two jokes that went more than your entire set. That's kind of illegal.
So Kenny,
Hey-o!
during the Academy Awards, do you ever get mistaken for Maddox, Angela Jolie's child? Now that's a joke. Thank you, folks.
There you go.
That felt good. Thank you, Kenny, for being a part of that movement.
Love you. I love when you guys gotta watch Brody when he closes the main room.
Kenny, they know.
No, they
You
don't.
and the shout-outs. Jesus Christ.
Shit. I don't
Non-stop.
know what to say.
Now, you live with your mom, and you said that she was going to be really happy if you cut your hair, and this is like the update on that. How's mom feel about the new haircut?
She's still mad that I don't have a full-time job.
Right.
She lied to you.
Wait, but you got the theater gig, so how many, did you just work the Oscars?
Pretty much.
And then you're off the rest of the year?
Yeah.
I'm clocking out, bitches. See you in 2016.
You seat people in a theater one day a year?
Wow. How can you...
Hey, I don't know what your mom think as an immigrant, but where we from in America, nigga, you made it.
Hey!
You made it.
Yeah.
There
You
it
living
is.
a dream.
Yeah, you made it. You made it.
Whoa, Brody,
Oh, I almost
getting
said it.
excited over
I
there.
almost said it. I'm sorry, guys.
Be careful. The guy from Breaking Bad sitting right next to you, the black guy. Oh shit, there he is. I saw him eating potato chips out of a backpack earlier. It was the highlight of my night. I know there's just one little bag of potato chips in the backpack, but I was picturing like if the whole backpack was just potato chips when he was eating it. It was like the most adorable thing, but I didn't want to draw attention to it.
It's like a
but-
kid's book. It's a magical backpack that keeps creating
Right.
potato chips. It's
Right.
never ending.
There he is, everybody. All right. Kenny, thank you so much.
Thank you,
You're a
guys.
wacky dude.
Solid.
Once a year? Shit.
I just want to say it's an honor sitting over here with former Major League Baseball player Tony Gwynn.
There
Thank
he
you.
is.
May you rest in peace.
Yeah,
Did you get that? He got the reference. Thank you.
yeah. Brody Stevens.
I
On
did a John
fire.
Riggins and a Tony
So you're through athletes that are still alive. So now we're just going to reference dead athletes.
A question that I always ask my guests when they're on for the first time is, was there anything you said or did when you very first started stand-up comedy that you can't believe you did? You know, like how probably at some point, like Megasha's going to look back on tonight's set and wish that she said other things. You know what I mean? Like probably.
There were a lot of Hawaiian shirts in my past.
Whoa!
There's a
that's
lot of
classic
Hawaiian
one.
shirts in my past.
That's a classic youthful
When
blunder.
I landed at the Comedy Store 10 years ago, I had a lot of Hawaiian shirts when I do the open mic. It was like, that was my funny shirt. Like, how would everybody know I was funny unless I had the Hawaiian shirt? And on really big Saturday nights, I had the Hawaiian shirt with a Van Halen shirt underneath the Hawaiian shirt just to double up how much I fucking love to party.
Ooh, shit. I get the feeling Byron's not going to have the same answer as that. Hawaiian shirts and Van Halen t-shirts underneath them for you, Byron?
No, fuck no. No, I said pretty much fucked up things, like I still do. I called a lady a gook one time.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa!
Wow, was she Asian?
Yeah, she was a what's the word?
Was she Asian?
Gook? That's like the Asian N-word.
Yeah, she was a Vietnamese woman. And she was talking during the show. She was Vietnamese talking during the show, and I was like, "Hey, shut up, gook."
Ooh.
Damn.
And she was like, "You shut up, nigga," and the whole place got stopped.
Whoa.
Everybody else was white, and it was like a standoff. And I was like, you know what? I deserve that. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Always let the Vietnamese win. That's just
No, it
the
wasn't that.
American way.
Yeah, I fucked up.
I guarantee you, right after that set, they sent up a white kid in a Hawaiian shirt to clean up the room, just to put everything back together.
Oh,
You know how many people it takes to kick out an Asian woman? Foe.
here's a mistake. Them doing the Gong show in Atlanta was a mistake because they boo. They like to boo. And I was on stage and a gong just flew at my feet. Instead of them hitting it themselves, they was like, "Nigga, you know what to do with it."
Ooh.
As
Oh
in
my
gong
God.
myself. You know what I mean?
Did you do it? That's so
No, I
funny.
kicked the gong into the audience. And a nigga just threw himself at the gong. It was horrible.
Wow, that's amazing. I hear horror stories out of Atlanta.
Are we going to
That's so
bleep out
funny.
the N-word on this podcast? Because I'm an audition. I'm an audition.
All right, Brody.
This is like a no-win situation for me.
You're
you guys
killing.
know that, right?
You're killing. People are going to rave
You're
about
doing
how
well. You're doing
you're
well.
crushing.
Yeah, you crushing.
We
man.
have a great synergy, Brody. We work together.
I don't know.
on podcasts.
I'm on the chat room, and it's not looking good.
No, don't worry
I'm
about
not
that.
speaking well. But you know what? I'm loving the show. Let's keep pushing.
Here we are. We're at the part of our show where every week we have 2 regulars that go up and do a brand new minute every single week. It's insanity. All of our fans have gotten to watch them grow. Like over the last year and a half, a brand new 60 seconds each week. They do it as well. So put your hands together for your first comedian going up tonight. You know her as the college dropout. Dropped out of her senior year at the University of Florida once she started stand-up comedy here at the Comedy Store on this show. Brand new minute from the very funny Kimberly Congdon, everybody. Here she is.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? 50 Shades of Grey is coming out pretty soon, and a lot of girls were really into that book. That was a really big thing a few years ago. A lot of chicks masturbated to 50 Shades of Grey. Not me, I couldn't. Too many paper cuts. I'm just kidding. I really don't know how people do that. Like, I don't know how people masturbate to books. Like, what are they like? Ooh, words. I like that noun. Like, I don't get it, you know? I'm starting to realize that I have a type of guy, and that type is unavailable. And I don't know if I like unavailable men because my father was unavailable, or mean guys just get me wet. It's too real. The other day, a guy messaged me on Facebook, and he said he would give me $25,000 if I gave him a blowjob. And I'm not a prostitute, but I feel like $25,000 buys a lot of Listerine.
Mm-hmm. Kimberly Congdon. A brand new minute. That's fun.
Thanks.
You did it again.
Thank you.
Anything for Kimberly, guys? What do you think? Brand new minute each week. How would that affect you? How would you guys handle that?
Have you used the previous minutes in other sets, or was it just like now is it just a challenge to do this show and then it's like fuck that minute, it's not that good?
Wait, I don't understand the question.
Like, do these minutes translate to other shows you do?
Oh yeah, I use them in some of them.
Yeah, the good
Yeah.
ones. The good ones go to the overall package.
I go back and I look at them and I pick the ones I like, and now they're all starting to connect because they talk about a lot of the same things. You know, like
I saw you
relationships.
before. I definitely think it's good, and I think what they're doing is a good exercise. Like, I wish I would have had this when I started. I'd probably be like a paid regular by now.
You are a paid regular.
You're not a paid regular? You've been a paid regular for like 6 months.
Yeah, like 2 years.
More than that.
Yeah, there you go. Even Brody's defending.
I pay attention.
Basically, what I'm saying, I think this is a good training ground. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, totally.
They wasn't booing the shit. Ain't nobody booing you. You know what I mean? This is great. I would have loved to come up in this environment.
Have you ever read 50 Shades of Grey?
I tried to. That's why I made the joke, because I just don't get like how people can get.
You
into
tried to
it.
read the actual paper version of it, or
Yeah, and then it was just like really sexual on paper, and I was like, you could just watch porn.
right?
Do you
I don't
think that
get
you've
it.
gone so far down the porn path that now a mere book can't get you off anymore?
I'm pretty deep in the porn path, so probably.
Well, this is interesting.
I don't know, books. I found a book in this chick's drawer. You know how they got the drawer with all the condoms and shit in it?
Uh-huh.
And
They
it was
do?
pretty nice, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Women condom drawers, they condoms don't match. You know how we got a box and all the condoms
So
got the
true.
same wrapper? Female condoms, they don't match. You just be like, which size is my size? You know?
Right.
It's like going into the
Yeah, all the
Foot Locker or
options.
some shit.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. 2 vibrators, because one's broke. Assortment of condoms, and a book.
Is this true? Are all the drawers the same? Do
I
you have a
don't-
drawer like that?
I don't have a book in mine
Oh.
or a broken vibrator, but I do have different condoms
They
and a
collect
vibrator.
condoms, man.
We do.
Interesting.
So if you get a guy back to your place and you like him enough, are you just like, go to the drawer?
Yeah,
Matchbox.
we send him to the drawer.
Send him to the drawer. And he's like, there's no fucking books in here? You're like, sorry. It's
Kimberly?
Yeah.
It's
Hey.
a personal question.
yeah, of
did you
course.
happen to lose your virginity at Barnes & Noble?
Nope.
You laugh right
There
now.
you go, Brody.
That
You're
felt
nailing
great.
it. Yeah.
That's going on my demo reel.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Fuck yeah, Kim. You did it again. Another new minute.
You're looking more comfortable on stage,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
by the way.
I am?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it.
I mean, it don't matter. As long as you look. You'll never really feel that way. You might.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Confidence. I was going to say that, but I'm trying to keep my words to a minimum.
Yeah.
Very
Thanks,
confident,
Brody.
Kimberly.
Thanks, Brody.
It's always going to be hard, you know. You never really get that much more comfortable on stage because once you keep doing good, then your expectations just go high with whatever
Yeah.
you're doing. You know what I mean? So you're gonna.
And that the Listerine joke was the best joke we've heard all night. It goes like Listerine joke and then like Megasha's advertisement for a website.
Right.
The oils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how you did that joke you did that didn't hit like you wanted to, and you just like, you kept going?
Yeah.
That's how you know you're getting comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
You like,
Well.
okay, fuck it, let's go.
There you go, Kim.
And by the way, there's a great open mic out in the valley. It's in
Mm-hmm.
my apartment. And
Whoa, Brody.
two. I'm on
Brody.
fire.
He's going for it.
Closing strong, Brody.
There she goes, everybody. The great Kimberly Congdon.
Yes.
Everyone. She goes. She's on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon. She was on the Joe Rogan Experience with me, Brian, and your next comedian, the final other regular who does another new minute each week, normally talks about something goofy and breaks it down bigger and expands an inanimate object into something wackier than that. Very funny. Put your hands together for Sarah Weinshank, everybody.
I don't understand people who have spice racks. I just don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like they want to be taken seriously in the culinary world. There is no need to have 16 spices. There just isn't. What the fuck is coriander? Why do you have that? It is not the late Middle Ages. We're not going to be trading spices for furs and silks, guys. Thyme, but with a TH. When you sound that shit out, it's like thyme. Like you have a lisp. It makes no sense. Saffron? What do you use saffron for? Cumin? Spelled like cumin? C-U-M-I-N? It's confusing. All right.
Crush Fest, all on one thing, stayed in the pocket, spice rack all the way.
I thought
That's
you were gonna
great.
say, I have no time for that or no time for that. I was waiting for that little.
Yeah.
You're totally right. I mean, at first I was like, wait, now you're going to talk about spices? I love nutmeg and like cinnamon, you know, and a little thing here and there. But then you're right. There is so many fucking spices that just suck. That what are you even use them for?
You did a great job of picking out the obscure spices that people have still heard of.
Right.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows what the fuck coriander is or what it's doing in your food, but we've all seen it there before.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of people think that cinnamon and saffron are just Megasha Jackson sisters. But the truth is there's spices as well.
I like that one. And you really need to have like a kitchen set sometime where you do like a 15-minute joke of all the different things like Tupperware.
Yeah,
and
we've
fucking-
heard a lot of this kitchen stuff, and
Yeah.
and that's why it's really exciting for me to see Spice Rack and see that it's like already sort of ready to go. Like that's what's crazy about what they do is writing a new minute each week is 52 writing minutes a year. So if only half of that sticks, that's amazing. You know
There's
what
your
I mean?
half hour.
You can
Now,
wire it together.
if the stand-up doesn't work out, do you have a background in culinary arts?
I mean, I can fuck around in the kitchen. I can like make it taste decent. You know?
Michael
What the fuck is
Perkins.
decent?
Hold on, Michael Perkinson just came in his pants. Once
You just
say the
raised
word,
the roof too.
You literally raised your hands like you were on Space Mountain. when you just heard about a girl that might be able to cook you halfway decent
Right.
shit.
Yeah. Anytime a girl says the word kitchen twice, Michael freaks out. Look at that doofball. What is he? You're going to make it, man.
I
Just keep
can't believe you
smiling.
brought down the security at Jurassic Park by yourself. Like, that was so crazy.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Damn you, Newman.
Wait, we got a show. I think that you and Michael should go on the road together, and you just say, what the fuck is coriander? Then he tells everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually goes well in blue waffles. You guys
Right.
just unite it.
You guys would be a great team. Nothing better. Nothing better. I was going to call him a pig again. Forget it. Seasonings on it.
You're not that fat, by the way. Like there's a
Right.
lot of...
But your face is, so don't clap that hard. Guys, I love it. That's Sarah Wineshank crushing for
Nicely
a minute.
done. Nicely
Her
done.
and Kimberly Congdon. We're watching monsters grow here week after week with those two. She's Sarah Wineshank. Princess Shank on Twitter.
Like to see her spice rack.
Whoa, Brody going for it again.
Very
Somebody let
sexual.
Brody jerk off on them, please. He's getting a little horny over there. Brody, you're on Twitter at what? All Things Brody? Brody is me friend? What is it now?
Brody is me friend on Twitter. Thank you very much. And once I settled in here, I felt we all connected.
Totally. Great
Thank you.
synergy. Thank you, Brody. You're one of our best Patriots ever, especially on this first ever live streaming episode. Big shout out to @Josh Martin Comic. Josh Martin sitting right over there in the ugliest t-shirt in the world. He has been hustling around all day, setting everything up. Panicked at one point. We've done 91 episodes. He's never panicked to me before. Was panicking before this one. Told me that I should give him the information about the Patriot not dressing up earlier than 10 minutes before the start of the show.
Is that me?
Josh, I think you might be taking things a little too seriously. It's okay. Yeah, he was upset that you were only wearing gloves.
You're mad at me, Josh?
No, it wasn't that.
He called it unprofessional.
Yeah.
When he told everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
But thank you guys.
well, maybe it was.
And to our amazing guests, 5150 Ellis on Twitter, Byron Bowers on Twitter, Schmoes Know. Go get that on iTunes. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
Schmoes Know is unbelievable. That's where I check into for all my fun movie reviews because I love fucking movies. How great was Birdman? You with me?
Love Birdman. Think it should win Best Picture.
I totally agree.
Nightcrawler.
Hopefully when Kenny Lyon's seating people at the Kodak Theater, you can slip that in the envelope. Byron, anything else you want to promote? We are live.
Guy Code every Wednesday at 11:30.
Well, that's a popular show.
Wow, yeah.
And the Eric Andre show. Well, that just ended. So tune in. I'm gonna film something else this year because I will. ByronBowersLive.com and Facebook and Twitter and all that shit.
Lovely. Thank you guys so much. I am doing the 311 cruise at the end of February.
What is that, Tony?
311 performs on a cruise ship with like 4,000 of their biggest fans. There's a bunch of other shows that go on. I'm opening for 311.
Wow.
A band that
That's
I
huge.
love. No big deal.
Congratulations.
Just getting paid to perform with a band that in high school I would save my money to go see, which is pretty fucking surreal. So I'm excited about that.
420 Vancouver, guys. Death Squad 420.
Tweet at Comedy Central that you want to see Tony Hinchcliffe on the hashtag Bieber roast. Annoy the dog shit out of them until they simply can't take it anymore. Do whatever it takes to try to get me on that thing so that other people that don't watch podcasts know how amazingly hilarious I am. 2 million total views tonight on our live stream. 2 million. I'm pretty sure we went over the fire capacity of the belly room. Thank you so much, live audience. Red Band, anything else? Love you guys. Thank you. Roast Battle is next. Roast Battle. Midnight.